They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wolverines will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Boilermakers offense will start this game off with the football. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups.
Oh, he's got some space. Lowers those pads. Crosses midfield. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Boilermakers! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's sharp. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will take the field for the first time. Hopefully. Performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He's got it on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Cherry. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. The margin for error is so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working.
Heading to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. He's 100,000-plus mission.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finding open areas. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he's still running after the move. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. And the Boilermakers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Unloads quickly. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. On target over the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
They get the score and a free trip to the ice bath after the game.
No doubt. Heck of a pass, though. To stand in there, know you're going to get smashed right in the face. I'll take the ice. I'll take the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Arkansas was far from the friendly confines of Fayetteville, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Pass to 45. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. The run from the shotgun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere to go with the line down. He goes at the 39. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. Referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So here comes the Michigan offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Grab near the marker. It's Cherry. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Grab near the marker. It's York. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him.
Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Snagged out of the air. He's in there for the 2, and now the lead stands at 10.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Pulls it in. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fires to the big fella. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. It's complete.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Boilermakers will kick it away to start the 2nd half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Turning it on! Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that 1st half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
What a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA so very critical. How about this one today? Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Memphis. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Across the 25, he's got room. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. The Boilermakers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Buys a little time. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Runs into a wall. They'll give him one out to the 8. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fired. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He takes it at the 45. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are
breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to them. Let them get outside. Let them run the football and make a big game. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David. Week in, week out, he shows up and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Touchdown, Michigan! And the route is on. Sometimes you're hesitant to use your quarterback as a runner, not when your quarterback runs like this.
You dang right. I'm going to use him. I'm going to use him early and often. The dude can run so well, can make you miss. Do you worry about him getting dinged up throughout a game? Sure, but when you can do things like that, it makes your offense so much stronger.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Here's a hit. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
They come up with their 2nd safety of the game. You don't see that very often. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Secures it at the 30.
Return is brought down at the 33. And your
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Direct snap. Creates a little space. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. Makes the grab. Turns it on in midfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the hole.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. Snowed under by the defense. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's the pressure. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down, and now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Looking down the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
There he goes. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Snap it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. He now has 84 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll go with a direct snap. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Cal just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory, and that's really the standard there in Berkeley. They'll enjoy this one all week. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on. Turn the page to the next.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Direct snap. Got a little space. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.